Happy Thursday, August 13th. Today's biblical readings come from Psalms, again, chapter 87 and 88 for today. And then we jump over again to Romans in chapter 13. I jotted down some notes to help me with my thoughts today and give you some thoughts to just ponder as you go about your day. Psalm 87 is a very interesting song. Again, a song. And the song is in praising of the city of Zion. Now, Zion here represents the birthplace of all true believers. In the psalm, we read that the Lord keeps a register of all the people who were born in Zion. And I think that is so cool. Because when you become a believer, God records your name in his register. And the Lord our God knows his true saints. He never forgets who they are. And later on in the Bible, we're told that our names are written in the Lamb's Book of Life. And this Book of Life is another name for a register. Moving into Psalm 88, we start to ponder what one thing would be more difficult to bear than losing everyone you love, or at the very least, having everyone you know and love, your family, your friends, having them turn against you. What one thing would be more difficult to bear? That's tough. If you were to lose the people you love, the people who are important to you in your life, your relationships that God has given you, that would be difficult, very tough. But Psalm 88 reminds us that it would be far worse if God were to turn his back on us. And like the psalmist in Psalm 88, we go through seasons in our lives when God feels very far away. And there's many reasons for this, I think. Sometimes for us it's a season of testing, and we're reminded of Job and the testing he was put through. The entire book of Job, in fact, is a poignant example of this. And amid all of these afflictions, all of the troubles that Job had to bear, what do we see? Well, we see his faithfulness to God. This world is not our home. I think we all know that. And it's not unusual in this world to go through times of fear, anxiety, stress, worry, and yes, even testing. But our response is to do what the psalmist did, to turn this totally over to God in prayer and to show our faithfulness to him by trusting in his plan. Now we move over to Romans chapter 13. And in this book, the Apostle Paul sums up all of the 10 Commandments into one. All you need is love. Just like the old Beatles song. All you need is love. Love. Love's all we need. If we act in love toward all people, you won't hurt them. Our ability to love, that and nothing less than that, is the radical force that Jesus Christ himself turned loose upon this world by his very own death and resurrection. This love has the power literally to change the world. The Apostle Paul here in Romans implies that this has to start with us. He says specifically, when you come up against difficult people, remember it is your first obligation to love them. This is our obligation. And what would happen if every person lived their lives on that basis? What if every day, every person that we would meet, we would say to ourselves, first, I need to show some love to this person. I have an obligation to pay him or her that debt. So, from the readings today, my personal takeaways, let's join with the people in the 87th Psalm, and let's praise God for the glorious city of Zion, where our names are written down. And the word for today is love. Since we have this ability to love, let's show it. Let's share it. Let's give it away. And we, as believers, can be sure that our own personal love tank will be refilled. Have a blessed day.